tackle by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
Tip off goes to Houston. Outside Griffin. Outside Leonard. And they call it illegal.
On that screen, easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Now, here's Peyton. And it's Houston on the break. And it's Green missing.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's
Yeah, that's one you'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities.
You can run for the highlight reel, and you see after multiple knee surgeries, Griffin can still get up.
To stand multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has three key things for a defender. All right? He is smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually. Everyone on the floor at a given time.
A little over this in the first quarter. And Jokic gets it to go.
Well, defenders aren't expecting a 7. But Jokic isn't the same as every other center. Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Stolen by Durant. Puts up a deep three. And Collins pulls it down. Jokic high post. Away. And there it is for him. Jokic has got 5 points so far.
Well, this is the touch Jokic possesses. He can attack successfully from anywhere.
Katie hands it from downtown.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Brady, the triple.
It's stolen by Green. Here's Griffin. And finished off by Griffin.
Oh, my word. I shouldn't be amazed anymore. Griffin
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Nice ball movement by Griffin.
And good defensive focus there from Griffin, not allowing the shooter.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
Down low. Here's Hollins. And Hollins with the stop.
That's great. baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Peyton left side. Baseline try. It's rebounded by Houston.
When we talk about the importance of protecting the rim, right there, outstanding defense.
Play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Brooklyn trails by 4. To the middle. Jokic gets it to go. Jokic has got 7.
Nice play by Jokic. So crafty in pick and roll.
Pass to Hollins. And here is Peyton. Here's Jokic. He's guarded by Adebayo. Here's Katie.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Jokic. And that does it for the first quarter. Houston on top. They lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second. as we've played through one quarter in this one. Hey guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Houston.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Another thing is how they've contested shots. They're not making it easy for the opponent, and it shows with those block runs. Ultimate shot. Kemp, one of the most flamboyant finishers in our league. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
And usually he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that ball. And that one drops.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop him?
Back to Griffin. Rebound by Kemp. Brooklyn trailing. To the inside. Here's Nowitzki. The putback. The putback is no good. KD looking around. Some solid D from Nowitzki. Westbrook with it. Still yet to score. On the wing, Thompson. 6 to shoot. To the paint. The kick out to Westbrook. Leonard with the steal. Adebayo with the ball.
Adebayo there throwing it down with a little attitude.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Adjusting a thing or two. Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up to Brooklyn. Trailing by 4. Inside. Here's Howard. Bucket is good.
Well, this is what they want to do. Work for high percentage looks.
To the paint. Blake Griffin.
Oh, man. Griffin is a monster around the rim.
Down low. It's rebounded by Houston. Right there, the defender is trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Houston leads by 5. The drop.
And I love the physicality Draymond puts behind this drive. Get in his way at your own risk.
To the inside. With the stop.
Plenty of power behind that play. He didn't give him any chance to stop it.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. High post, Kemp. Griffin with the steal. Green inside. Pass to Adebayo. KD is green.
Once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
There's a flash waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that. The kick out to Adebayo. Back to Green. Houston needs to get a shot. Stolen by Thompson. Hill comes in. Great D that time from Leonard.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's Hill. Off target with the free throw line jump.
Sure, what the D was doing there, clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And so it's Houston in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we've got third quarter basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. To the middle. Durant with the steal. And Leonard has it in the corner. It's good, and it's KD with the assist. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
And Leonard knows that three is an important shot in terms of spacing out the defense. And once he gets ahead of steam, clear the way, because he is going all in.
And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness. But he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
First 3, Durant.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they him to continue missing.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Yeah, he can hit that. Nice shot there from Johnson to drop in the triple.
Here's Griffin. He's got 12. Outside for Durant. 4 on the clock. Brought back to Johnson. So smooth into 3 from Durant.
And off the chart potential for Kevin Durant. If he can hit that consistently.
Into the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So both teams making some changes here. Brooklyn trails by 14. Payton outside. Pass to Jokic. Back to Payton. Oh, the line to Nowitzki. Leonard with the steal. Outside, Griffin.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now
2
Leonard.
minutes.
Picked by Griffin. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Jokic with the steal. It's stolen by Green. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Second 6. Pass to Leonard. Back to Griffin. And that's collected by Nowitzki. Brooklyn trails by 14.
Blake Griffin.
Second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On the wing, Payton. Hasn't made one yet. 5 on the clock. Another turnover here by Brooklyn.
Houston ball.
104 left to play in the third. Pass to Griffin. It's stolen by DeRozan. Nowitzki hits for 2. From 10 feet out. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
DeMar DeRozan.
Nowitzki's got the game. Houston leads